When I'm on top position, the minute I get here, what's the first thing Crippy's thinking about? Anybody? Getting crushed? Pizza? Anybody? What about my frames? That's the first thing. Where's my hands? That dictates what escapee does. So then I switch to here, and he knows what to do. We talked about this pin on the very first week. I think it's the best one to start with. Heavy as a whale, chin here, pressure. You notice where my frames are. The cross face came to this side. Hand draped over the hip to stop guard recovery. Hips higher than my shoulders, and I'm just keeping them flat from there. We're going to go into this escape in more detail next week, but really Crippy wants the underhook and gets to his knees. But yeah, just stretch out, bro. So he's on his side, pretty still there. A common thing people will do from there is, now he's turned into me, but his back's exposed on this side. So what do I want to do from there? I'm going to slow that underhook down by making a wedge. Push down on his head. My knee steps over, and as I step behind, I'm digging for that underhook. Seatbelt control, step over, and I'm on the back. Yeah? Crippy's on bottom. We will address this escape in more detail next week. It just ties in with what we're doing, how I can counter this with the kickback that we just did in the last move. So say I'm here, again, Crippy will want that underhook, but as he bridges and turns on this right free stay there, before he gets to his knees, his back is exposed on this side. So the first thing I'm thinking about is that harness at the hip just comes in. And it's harder for Crippy to get to his knees now, because now I've kind of slowed down that underhook. Take it back a step. So when I'm there and his hand is underneath, as he turns on to the side, I'm already making that wedge. Push down in the head, step around, back step. Yeah, remember that detail of he wants this tight, I want this in. So now I can secure a harness, jerse it, step over, and I'm on the back. Let's look at how to stop that with the kickback. I know it's getting a wee bit advanced, but we will go back to the basic escape next time. So let's just say Crippy is here, and he's got this elbow right, and he's got his chin in the right place. Nice. So my goal is to do a little bump, and I have my hand here. Okay. And again, I'll be stretching out, trying to get on my side. And then he slows this down, right? And then he pushes on my head, steps over, and then he's around and it's on my back. Okay, so very similar. Remember, very similar to the last move. First thing I'm thinking about when I'm on my side is not giving him the underhook. If he spins around as the underhook, that's me in trouble. So from here, I'm looking to see where his frames are. I do a slight bump and I have the underhook. Now when I bridge and stretch up with this, Crippy pushes that down. First thing I'm thinking about is my left elbow is glued to my body, so he can't get the underhook if he gets around. Now it'll be a battle who can get to their knees first. If I just do the step over without a kickback, as Crippy spins around, he's on my back. Does that make sense? But if we add in the kickback, it'll take my back away from him. So we're here, he bridged on my side, he took that elbow, just do it slow. As he steps over my head, pretty still there. He's not a north-south, I mean, he's beating me to him. But watch, if I turn to my knees and has my back, I'm just going to do the kickback. One, my left elbow is glued to my body, so even if I'm late, he doesn't win the underhook. Kick out with this leg, and as I step around, there's my hand coming up again. Stop the path. Again, same concept. Okay? So, we're in a position. I bump to create the space, to get on my side. The minute Crippy stops my underhook, first thing I'm thinking about is keeping my elbow tight to the body. Okay? As he starts to move around, my bottom leg kicks up, and I'm just taking my back away from him. So I'm here, he'll bump to get his underhook in. As he turns onto his side, and I make that wedge, his elbow is tucked. So if I get round, I can't get the underhook. Now from there, even if I move to here, and I've already got a head start, the second his bottom leg kicks out and he steps over, he's into position. Now it's slightly different from the last one because I'll be chasing his back the other way, but it doesn't really matter. Our goal is, switch positions, I want to be facing him. Anytime I escape to the knees, this is where I want to be. We're going to address this next week, where I can make a connection and make shoulder and head connection. From that perspective, I want to be facing him. Okay? So one more time on that. We're here. I'll do a slight bump. There's my underhook. And from there, I'll be stretching my arm out, shrimping to get on the next side. The second he makes that underhook, my elbow's pulled tight to my body. As he moves around my head, I kick out and I'm facing him. Here's where I want to be. I'm directly in turtle bottom, but I have access to his hips. From Crippy's perspective, he never wants me here. Switch positions here, there. Alright, I want to be here in the side right, or even better, in this position. Okay, so we will address that escape last time, but let's just link it